Well, the Wert YWCA has got a lot going on, and a capital campaign is one of them. Joining me today to tell us more about it, to my immediate left, she is the president and CEO of the YWCA of Wert County, Kimberly Lonick. And then we have Dr. Matt Owens, of course, Chief Clinical Officer at Mercy Health St. Rita. So thanks very much for coming today, both of you.
Thanks for having us, Holly.
All right, so Kimberly, let's start with you. Tell us, your project and what's happening in Wert at the Y.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something happening in Wert, which is really exciting. So for, the YWCA, we are 110 years old, which is really exciting, and a great established organization in our community. So we are, I like to tell people we've just have outgrown our building, and we are continuing to expand our services and programs in a really positive way. So what that brought was, what are we going to do next? Where are we going to go? We looked at renovating our building, which ended up being very costly. So our next step was like, let's do a capital campaign for a new building. Okay. And that's kind of where it kind of all started. And with that came, where's that going to be, and what's that going to look like? Yeah.
So you talk about programming and expansion. What kind of things are you doing at the YW?
Yeah, so the YWCA, we continue to help stabilize men, women, and families in our community with programs and services involving our survivor services, so emergency and long-term victims, or we like to consider them survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking victims. We also have youth programming with our summer food programming, and getting into the other schools as far as community schools, and then doing advocacy and education.
All right, so what's your new building going to look like then? What have you envisioned? What's it looking like?
It's going to be fabulous. Again, like I said, coming from a 110-year-old building, it's served its need, and it's served our purpose as we've grown. But what we are going to be looking at is we are going to have a survivor service wing with some admin offices, a beautiful youth program wing with some classrooms, a multi-purpose room, and one of our really exciting partnerships, why Dr. Matt Owens is with me, is a community health clinic by Mercy Health.
All right. So Dr. Owens, why is Mercy Health St. Rita's want to be involved in this and, be a part of this project?
Well, Holly, it was an easy yes for us. We've been looking to be more impactful over in Wert County for some time. And when Kim and her team called us and said that the YWCA was thinking about this beautiful new facility and wondering if we wanted to be a part of that campus, it was just an easy thing to say yes. For us, to be able to serve their population, with the common mission that we do, it is a really fun thing for us to think about as far as the future. We love their mission. We love what they do every day, and it's so much aligned with what we try to do for all the communities that we serve.
Yeah, and I assume a health clinic, that is just going to help so many people, not only with the YW mission, but just, in Wert alone. So you get to be a part of that.
Absolutely. We plan on starting with primary care and also some mental health and recovery services. We'll have a very consistent presence over in that building every day. We hope to serve their population well, but we hope to serve all of Wert County as they certainly need those healthcare resources, and they need to be able to get access, particularly to primary care.
Right.
And so we're just excited.
Well, and healthcare, mental health care helps out with what you're doing too. And to have it all in the same building and concentrate in the same area, just awesome.
Yeah, access it. So we serve over 1,500 community members from Wert County and surrounding, including Lima area. So this is just a huge win for us to be able to be right there. Also, the Marsh Foundation having donated that land right across from their campus and allowing them to be able to utilize that with their for their clients is just overall a huge win for the three organizations and in our community.
Right, yeah, okay, so got a project going on. We need some money. So tell us about how we can help out. Tell us about the campaign and donations needed, etc.
Yes. Oh, we always need money. But, where we sit right now, we started this in late 2024. And we are at we're a little over $3.2 million raised privately. We also are seeing $4 million pending at the government level in funding with the public funding and new market tax credits and stuff. stuff. So we're going to be, right now, we're in a design development stage. And so what we're looking at is getting that final project budget number. But we think we're going to be sitting somewhere between 11 and 12 million with that. So we feel really confident and happy with where we're at currently. But again, they can always go to our website. They can reach out to one of us if they have more questions. We're happy to answer more. And obviously, social media is a great way to get on, and they can donate to us.
All right, donate. And
Yeah.
obviously, Dr. Owens, you realize donating is very helpful to this, and you encourage people to help out.
Yeah, sure. I grew up over in that area. That's where my roots are. And so I've had a close personal connection to the YWCA ever since I was a very small child. And so personally, I'm all in. I've already made a personal commitment to this campaign. I think that their website is excellent. It very much describes not only what the facility might look like, but also more about their mission and more about what they're trying to achieve. And again, that's not necessarily anything directly related to us. It's really about furthering what the YWCA is trying to accomplish, and we're just happy to be partners in that.
Yeah, it sounds like an awesome project. People can help and donate to make it happen. Thanks for coming today,
thank
both
you.
of you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Holly. We really appreciate it.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.